Hey friends, happy Wellness Wednesday. As promised, I'm here with some ideas, some thoughts about the end of the year and getting ready for resolutions. If you've seen any of my past New Year's videos, I just watched two of my former ones, you'll know that that's usually what I try to do the last week of December, first week of January, is really reflect on my life. How have I done? How have I been growing? What are some areas I still need to work on for the coming year? And then I spend some time setting up my new planner for the year, setting up the goals and kind of looking to see how I can work with them. So what I thought I'd do today is I'm going to take you on a little tour in the back in time. I found last year's list of goals from my last year's video and kind of see how I did, and then show you kind of the plan that I'm working on right now for the coming year. I don't know if that will stick because I kind of think of these things, and then usually New Year's Eve I will sit down and work on setting up my new planner and work on setting up my whole, my new plan for the year. And so I'll see if that's really still what I stick to doing and how I set it up and all of that. And I'll make sure I get a preview of that to you when I can. But at least this will kind of show you what I'm thinking and where I'm at. So let's take a look at that.
Okay, so here are last year's resolutions. This is not on the same paper that I did the last time, but I copied them into my journal that I'm using right now. But these are the exact same ones that I shared last time. So number one was make good health choices, and I was going to plan and keep on track in my program, do more movement, and keep up with my app appointments and tests. And you can see in the end there in red, I have little happy faces. Those are kind of how I feel like I did with my planning. I did okay. I'm not doing the same plan, but I'm working on some other stuff and trying to keep track of my foods and etc. So I did okay. With movement, I did not do well. I'm still not up to 10,000 steps. I'm still working on that, and it's not quite getting there. And then with the medical, though, I did keep up with my appointments and tests. I've been doing really well. In fact, for this year in January, already next week, I have an eye exam scheduled, I have a mammogram scheduled, and I have a checkup, a regular checkup with my doctor. So I'm doing pretty well with that. The next one down there, let me move my book a little bit, is about making good financial choices. With my savings, I did not get my long-term plan going. It kind of went for a little while, and then it went out, and then it went back, and it was not good. With my no-spend days, I did do pretty well, and I celebrated them. The ones that I did, I made sure that I acknowledged them for myself and made myself proud. In fact, today I had one. So I always kind of recognize that in my own way and try to do as many as I can. With eliminating the unnecessary, I did well with my streaming. I got rid of several of my streaming options. I still have no cable. So I do have Netflix and Disney and Amazon Prime that I pay for. I have Hulu right now, but I only got that to watch a show, and now it's over, so I'm going to cancel that this month. I canceled my Sirius radio, and I also canceled something else, and I can't remember what it was, but I canceled a few. Amazon Music, and now I just have Spotify instead of both. So I did pretty well with that. With the shopping, I did okay, except for the last few months, because I will share with you that TikTok is great for some things, but not for people who are trying to stop shopping, because they just keep showing all the great things you can find at like TJ Maxx and Five Below, and then you just want to go get them because they're not that expensive and they look fun, and then yeah. So I haven't been doing that well with the shopping lately, but I'm gonna keep trying. And then the last one, let me see if I can raise my book again. The last one then was to make good spiritual wellness choices. And I did okay on those with the new prayer style. The America article was talking about varying your prayer style so you don't get, stuck in a rut, that you explore more and learn more and grow. So I've been trying to do that. Reading, I've been getting more into reading now. For a while there, it was really bad still with only watching streamed stuff and not reading like I used to, and now I'm getting back into that quite a bit. Even going to the library now and getting actual books in the library as well as ebooks on my Kindle from the library. So that's been really good. And then stepping outside my comfort zone, never been really very good with that. And so that's one that I do still need to work on. So those were last year's goals and kind of where I am. Let me flip a couple of pages and get to this year. So this year, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And then I found this article let me see if I can highlight it there, in Good Housekeeping up at the top. in Good Housekeeping, and it was an article from November, and it was actually 65 things to do for a happier, healthier life. But I decided that I'm just going to focus first on 23 of them. Sorry for the shaky camera here. 23 of them for 2023. And this is kind of what I want to work on. And some of them will be repeats. So number one, build a better budget. I still got to work on that. I've been reading a lot on budgeting and watching some TikToks and stuff like that and YouTube videos on people who talk about budgeting and how to make, better choices financially. So I'm still working on that. Read more books. People that know me are probably thinking, we are crazy. But like I said, I used to read a lot more than I'm currently doing. So I want to make sure I keep that up. Number three, create a cleaning schedule you'll stick to. I really like that one because I'm really good at making a list of what I have to do, but really bad about routines for cleaning. So, y'all have, if you've seen my videos, you've seen my night routine. Right now, I'm going to start working on building my morning routine. But a cleaning schedule is something that I just have not gotten into. It's kind of hit or miss for me. Number four is meal prep. That goes along with also number one with build a better budget. You spend less money eating out if you spend Sunday or Saturday and Sunday meal prepping and buying what you need, and then that way through the week you have all the food that you need to have and it's ready to go. So meal prep isn't just the planning, but also the chopping and the putting things together and having them ready in the refrigerator to just grab and take to lunch every day. So I need to do more of that. I've been doing okay with that, but I need to do a little more. Number five, commit to a healthier sleep routine. That's one I have not yet started, but I need to. I'm really bad. I still fall asleep with my tablet or my phone playing something, even though you're supposed to turn off all that blue light before you go to bed, like half an hour before you go to bed. And I haven't been able to do that very well. So I really need to figure out how to fall asleep better and easier and not wake up several times during the night. Number six, learn to love vegetables. I've been trying to get a little bit out of my comfort zone in eating, but it hasn't worked. And unfortunately, the vegetables that I love are not the really good ones. So the ones that I love, like carrots and potatoes, are still very full of sugar. And so I need to start getting more green vegetables in my diet. Number seven, plan a vacation. That was kind of not a good one to put in there, but I did anyway because do have, God willing, a vacation coming up at the end of January where I am planning to go to London for a few days there. My niece is graduating, so we're all going out to her graduation, and then my sister and my niece and I are staying a few extra days to do some sightseeing. But that's kind of cheating because my sister pretty much planned that vacation. She's really good at that. She's been to England before, as has my niece, so they already know what they want to see and what they want to show me. So I didn't do much planning, but I am taking the days off and God willing going. So that one's a done deal. Number eight, drink more water. I think that's something we should all have on our to-do list and on our resolutions every year. Number nine, a new hobby or a new side hustle. I've been thinking about doing some more writing. I haven't done writing in a long time, and I'd really like to get back into that. And so I don't know if it'd be a hobby or if it's something that I'll start doing as a blog or writing articles or something along those lines. Something kind of away from work, maybe on the same topic of work, but not for work. So something a little different. Number 10, try a guided workout. I really want to explore. I want to try getting in more movement in my life, more not full on exercise yet, because I don't know my body's ready for that, but some actual movement. And I know there's a lot of like apps and recordings and YouTube videos and things that can help. So I'm trying to find one that'll work for me. Number 11, continue fun learning at home. Not just with reading, but with, I'd like to try to get more back to the piano. I actually signed up for an online course on church history. I know that doesn't sound like fun to most people, but I'm really excited about that. That starts next week. So just doing some little things for me, for my growing. Number 12, I love to decorate with family history. I need to put some actual pictures up on my wall of family and stuff. And when my mom passed and we went through all her stuff, I kind of took a lot of the pictures, especially the black and whites, for myself. And I thought, I'd really love to frame some of them and put them kind of up around my apartment. So using my family history, those old photos, as my decor in my apartment. So working on that. Number 13, delegate more. That one I think is pretty self-explanatory. Number 14, keep clutter out of the kitchen. That's the kitchen and dining room table for some reason. Those are my big clutter areas. So I really need to work on those. 15, upcycle your wardrobe. I have a lot of clothes in my closet that I haven't worn in a long time. I have a couple of dresses that I've worn only for like very special occasions, like my 50th birthday dress and my parents' 50th anniversary, and my sister's 25th anniversary that I wore in their ceremonies. I don't think I'm ever going to wear them again. So maybe, donate those to someone that can use them. 16, invest in my skincare routine. That's something that I let drop a few years back, and I think I'd like to get back into that. I do regular, washing the face and all that, but an actual skincare routine to take care of not getting so many wrinkles around my eyes and that kind of thing. Number 17, play upbeat music. I kind of have a tendency to come home, put the TV on instead of put music on. So really getting back into when it's time to clean, play some upbeat music that keeps me moving. It was a Saturday morning staple in my house growing up, where my mom would play the cumbias, and she would play Iri Gourmet and the Los Panchos, and we would sing. Is that what it was? Los Panchos? Anyway, we would sing and we would kind of dance, and I learned how to sing all that music in Spanish before I even could speak Spanish and knew what it was, but it was just, that's the way we cleaned. My mom loved to clean with music, and so I'd like to get back into that. Number 18 goes back to the side hustle. Start walking more is number 18, going back to the guided workout. 19 goes back up to the new hobby or side hustle. I really want to start writing again and doing some different kinds of writing, trying some new things out. Number 20, make chaotic zones calm. As I said, my dining room table, and a lot of times my entryway, they're very chaotic. That's always the catch-all space. And so trying to find a way to find homes for everything and make those a little bit calmer. So when I walk in my apartment, I'm not overwhelmed by mess, but the first thing I see is something nice and calm. And my bedroom as well, which leads to 21, and that is make my bed every morning. Another thing my mom really tried to instill in us, and it never stuck with me. But my mom, up to the end, she literally made her bed every morning, even if she was just going to make it and then go sit back in the bed, because the last few years she, wasn't moving around as much, but she was still a little mobile. So she would get up in the morning, she'd change her clothes, she'd make her bed, and then sit on top of the bed, not under the blankets, watching TV or whatever she was going to do the rest of the day. So making her bed was prime. So that's something I really want to try to get in the routine of. 22, make over my daily routine. Again, that's something I already started. I started with my night routine. Now I'm working on a morning routine. And then 23 is one that's not in the article, but that I added, and that is have no phone days, because I've noticed that I've become very dependent on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and all those things. And I carry my phone around with me, like even in the apartment, when I come home in the evening, it's like in my hand or near my hand at all times. And I really need to stop and put it down and go back to doing other things and other ways to enjoy my life and distract myself and to do things to better myself. So that is briefly my 23 for 2023 that I'm going to try to implement.
So there you have it. There's kind of the plan. That's kind of where I'm headed this year. As I said, for New Year's Eve, that's the time when I sit at home and pull out my planners and set it up for next year, get some things in there and start working on them. But we'll see how it goes. And maybe next week I'll have an update for you on those resolutions. So hopefully you'll get a chance to spend some time for yourselves on your resolutions, your ideas, and where you want to hit in 2023. Looking forward to an amazing 2023 and hoping to continue to journey on with you as we go along. So enjoy the New Year holiday. Enjoy some time to think, to reflect, and to get ready for the upcoming year. And until I see you again, take good care of yourself.